Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video for Saturday the 1st of December. Happy December everybody. You can go away after this video and open the first door in your calendar and enjoy your first chocolate or just enjoy the little picture or your little Lego figure or whatever calendar you've got. Go and enjoy that, you deserve it. I went to the Warhammer 40,000 Vigilus Weekender event last week. I set up the video the other night and unfortunately I then talked for about 20 minutes and realised that it didn't record my voice, so that was extremely frustrating. Anybody that's ever made any videos will understand that. The video is coming. I'm going to get it out to you by the end of today. So you'll see lots of kind of pictures of the event and you'll hear all of my thoughts and opinions, because I know quite a few of you have been eager to find out my thoughts and opinions on the event and all the miniatures and things. It was a really good event. Sucked that there weren't any kind of exclusive miniatures to buy that weekend, and I'm judging by all the pre-orders and things that have come out this weekend, Forge World and Games Workshop definitely could have had a few models ready for purchase last weekend, because there's been events before where models haven't come out for a good couple of months, and in this event models have come out, you know, the following week. But more on that in the video. Let's crack on. So I want to say a huge thank you to all of the Patreons. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. I can't thank you enough. It really does touch my heart how you are now donating to the channel and supporting the content, and also, you're putting yourselves in to win a model every single month. I've already shipped out a number of models to people around the world, and you can donate for as little as $1 a month. I've changed the tiers so you can donate for $3, $5 and so on. December's giveaway is this really nice, tasty Horus Heresy Warhammer World exclusive miniature, this Traitor Librarian in Cataphracti Terminator armour. Really lovely model. I'm super jealous. I don't own this model. I'd love to get this model for myself and unbox it and review it for you guys. But that is the December model. You've got plenty of time. I'll be announcing the winners in about 2 or 3 weeks, so towards the end of December, so that'll be a nice kind of Christmas present for one of your Patreons. And I'll ship that around the world. And then January, I'll probably pick something from Forge World or Games Workshop store again. And then in February, it will be an event exclusive miniature that you'll only be able to get from the Horus Heresy weekend at the start of February. So there's of course still plenty of time to become a patron of the channel and have a chance of winning a model that you'll only get at that event, which will be awesome. So this is going to be a huge video, so I really do appreciate your patience. There's a lot of pre-orders and a lot of news. Let's go over to the Warhammer community website. Going back to the Vigilus event, please do check out my video later today where I discuss the event itself and go through some pictures and how they've taken a little bit of a different take on this event compared to, say, the Forge World Open Day back in July, and then the Warhammer Fest back in May, I think it was. So I'll discuss all of that in that video. So if we go back a week ago to sort of the 24th of November, Blackstone, I'll be creating some videos today, reviewing some of the miniatures in their own separate videos, and then I'll be reviewing the whole set itself at some point. A Dying Chapter, Last Hope, a new novel. So this was new from Black Library. I think there was a preview of that last weekend. Spear of the Emperor. Pre-order, a smorgasbord of pre-orders. I went through all the pre-orders last weekend. You've got the Cerastus Knights and you've got a new Warlord Titan, which is a bit odd the way they've kitted it out. In my opinion, it kind of sort of pushes you to buy 2 of them because the Reaver laser blasters on the carapace are more suited to the volcano cannons. However, the kit is so good that you can just magnetize bits and pieces and swap all of your weapons out if you need to. They had an article the day after about Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress and the future. It's truly special. It's the first time they've explored the 41st millennium like this, and it's going to be a developing narrative. And they want to look at furthest corners of the galaxy because it's a huge place, and it's a great opportunity for the sculptors and Games Workshop to create these miniatures that aren't in your typical kind of armies, if that makes sense. They had a little tease for the coming next week Titans, Teams, Gangs and Army sets. Of course, they've got this nice set here, which is a battle group box set. I would really like to get that. If I can, then I will bring that to you. Bring an unboxing and review. Blood Bowl, some dice, some cards, and the Necromunda new gang, the Delac or Delaque. I want to call them Delaque, but there we go. And then all of these battle forces. I really like all of them. They all save you a fair bit of money. The Imperial Fist one is very tasty because it does have the new Imperial Fist sprue, which I know a certain Valrak is going to be very, very happy to receive, because you've got a Power Fist there, and you've got the shoulder pauldrons, you've got a little like sensor array thing, and different bits and bobs for your Imperial Fists. You've got a normal Primaris kit, like an Ultramarines kind of kit. I'll be going through these because they're up for pre-order today. I'll be going through each one individually, and then I'll actually be doing a separate video today, just going through how much these sets save you based on kind of Games Workshop prices. It's quite a lengthy video, but I hope you'll enjoy it. You've got a Necron Battleforce, you have a Death Guard Battleforce, and if you haven't taken the plunge and bought any models for Death Guard, this is an extremely decent way of getting into them. And then the Craft World one, which I'm very, very keen on getting, because I haven't got those new Dire Avengers. I've got the Farseer and the Bikes and the Viper, but I haven't got a Wraith Knight. So for me, it's worth it just for the Wraith Knight and the Dire Avengers, even though I've got all of the other models. And you've got some battle forces for Age of Sigmar. And then you've got a nice Hobbit collection of Thorin Oakenshield and Company. That's pretty cool. So that article came out last week. A new class of Titan. This came out as a Forge World preview on the 26th. The Weekender was on the 24th and 25th, so they did a full, preview of this incredible Titan, the Warbringer Nemesis Titan. I'm also going to be releasing a separate video looking in detail of this lovely, lovely Titan that sits between a Reaver and a Warlord. They basically created a brand new class of Titan. I'm not 100% sure if it is in the lore. I have heard the name Warbringer before, but mainly in kind of Chaos terms, if Chaos have used Warbringer Titans or Nemesis Titans. It kind of reminds me of the Castellan Knights. They just took a Knight, or they took a Reaver, and they've just added lots more dagger, a load more weapons. They've got this big Quake cannon on the top, which of course will be interchangeable. You'll be able to put macro Gatling blasters on it. These weapons are just the main weapons of an Emperor class Titan. I think an Emperor Titan or an Imperator Titan has a Mori Quake cannon or something like that, but this is kind of the weapon on the top. And then its arm mounted weapons are just Reaver weapons, but they've changed the volcano cannon. Again, I'll be going through that in the video, but it looks absolutely sweet. Now, they have separate entries. I've had a really good look at all of them, and the volcano cannon is different, but I can't see that many differences in the Melter, the Gatling and the Reaver laser blaster. I can't see many differences on those three compared to the current Reaver ones, which are, I think, £3 cheaper. But that's a little preview. My video will go much more in depth into that model. New Year open day tickets are now available. It's celebrating 20 years of Warhammer World. I remember going to Warhammer World probably about 15 or 16 years ago when it was quite, I say new, but it has changed irrevocably since those kind of times. It is much more of an experience than it ever has been. There's an article on House Delaque, the Agents of Shadow, so a new house for Necromunda. They look really kind of spindly and spooky looking, a bit like Slenderman almost. Tales from Vigilus 01 to Kill a Dark King, so you've got a nice story there, along with some Genestealer cult information. There was a rumour engine on the 27th. Clearly that's Chaos, and there's some candles, so it's going to be interesting. Another Tales from Vigilus 2. They're really pushing Vigilus. There's going to be more than one book. I think the first one's Vigilus Defiant, I think. Blood Bowl Almanac 2018. So this is a gaming supplement, and it's the inaugural issue. And then you've got Spike Journal issue 1. Warhammer Adventures continue. Tales from Vigilus 03. New Necromunda rulebook. It's a 192 page hardback rulebook. which has 12 scenarios to play. It incorporates all of the amendments, and you can pick it up with Gangs of the Underhive as well. There was a Regimental Standard article about how to spot an abominable intelligence. That was pretty funny. Warhammer Heroes 2018 nominations are open. From the, I say, winners, from the people that were chosen as Warhammer Heroes, it kind of seems like they're people that run clubs or support the community rather than ones that support Games Workshop. But I don't know, I think YouTubers do support the community as well by going to the events, by giving news very quickly and efficiently, and sharing their own experience both with their models and with the hobby and gaming in general. But anyway, nominations close on the 31st of December for that. Warhammer at the UK Games Expo, that's the 31st to the 2nd of June 2019. I'm pretty sure it will be your chance of getting the Lieutenant, so it might be worth getting that there, because it is kind of like a third party event, because we don't have an Adepticon kind of thing here in the UK. However, you never know, that Lieutenant, the 9th Lieutenant I think, may be available at the Warhammer Fest event. Who knows? Another Tales of Vigil 04, God, Machines and Angels. So this was a look at the pre-orders. So the pre-orders for the Nemesis Warbringer. For some reason, they decided to put up for pre-order a load of Blood Angels things as well. Long before the Weekender, they could have released them at the Weekender along with all of their other products. This is going to be a very expensive month for Blood Angels and Titan collectors. In my opinion, I think they've just put up too many pre-orders in one go. I don't think it gives people enough chance. I would have thought that they would have spread them out a little bit more, but hey, winter is coming, Christmas is coming, so release them all now. I really do like the Vigilator, and I really do like the Praevian. I like the Vigilator a bit more. I've just got a soft spot for kind of Space Marines with sniper rifles. Yeah, in power armor as well. I just think it's pretty funny. Champions of Death, Blood Bowl fans, you can pre-order this really gruesome looking morbid team coming soon. So there's a very big article about them. It's awesome. So you've got your nice Walking Dead team now. Tales from Vigil 05, and then White Dwarf preview December's issue. So they've already got a preview for it. And on the front here you've got Blackstone Fortress. Again, would have been nice to have that last month's White Dwarf. But in this month's issue there's going to be a bounty of free stuff included in the card sleeve. So you get an 8-page booklet with rules for Necromunda Delaque gang. I don't know whether you get the rules for them in the box itself. I've never bought a gang separately. You get a special artifact card for Warhammer Quest Black Fortress. That's awesome though. You get a supersized Chaos Gargant card for Warhammer Underworlds. A booster card, which you can scan for the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Champions app. A Gotrek Gurnison character card for use in games of Warhammer Doomseeker. And a Grom Brindle card for use in the Warhammer 40,000 Dice Masters. So look at all that free stuff. Pretty cool. And then they do a preview of some of the pages in there as well. Looks awesome. And of course they had breaking news from Vigilus Open Day. I will be releasing my video later today that covers a load of pictures. But yes, the keen-eyed among you will notice that I do feature in one of these photos. So I don't know whether you class that as a face reveal, but yes, I am somewhere in these photos. They revealed a couple of really interesting miniatures, such as this Genestealer Cults model. Doesn't actually say what he is, but he is looking at a hollow map of Warhammer World HQ. Really nice looking miniature. I think he's going to be available closer to Christmas. And also this celebratory model here, a Noise Marine in some really funky colours. 22nd of December, I think that's when the Genestealer model comes out as well. The big reveal of the event, which I'll go through in my video, was of course of Marnius Calgar. He's had the Primaris treatment. He did die while having the treatment to upgrade him to a Primaris. We asked the manager of Warhammer 40,000, there is such a guy, whether other Space Marines can, and the answer is yes. So no doubt we'll see that. I don't know what Take Games Workshop will do with that in terms of some heroes may die and some may survive, but you know, if you want all of your Space Marines as Primaris, then it is technically possible, thanks to Marnius. There was also this really cool Black Legion model, Harken World Claimer. Someone asked if he was Primaris Chaos. Nope, he's just normal, but he's just bigger because that's what they do with characters. Vigilus Defiant, this is a new hardback book, and then they had a little look at Urban Conquest. Not much was shown of what's included in the box, but it sounds quite interesting. They had a look at the Gene Stealer, the new Gene Stealer cult models were there as well, on bikes, on little quad bikes. They look absolutely incredible and going to be very easy to modify and put just your Imperial Guardsmen on, I think. They had a preview of Realm of Chaos, Wrath and Rapture, with these awesome new Khorne Fleshhounds, I think they're called. And then the Warbringer Titan as well, which I've already talked about. Chapter approved 2018, and that was pretty much it. Okay, so that is all of the news. I've covered everything that I possibly can in the news here for the Warhammer community website. Now we'll get on to the sort of meat of the video, which is all the pre-orders. So we'll jump on over to Forge World web store straight away. As you can see, big push now for Christmas, especially with this Warbringer Nemesis Titan. Will said it would be available before Christmas, and here it is. It's up for pre-order now. I didn't expect this. I thought it'd be up a little bit later in December, and as I said earlier, they've put a load of Blood Angels pre-orders on too. One thing I will say is I have pre-ordered it. It's pre-ordered, it's coming. I will be doing an unboxing, and I'll be doing some extra videos as well with it. Yes, I will be comparing it to a Reaver Titan, to a Warhound, and a Warlord. Maybe my Stormbird, I'm not sure yet. But there will be lots of size comparisons coming. I feel very privileged to be in a position where I can show you size comparisons with all those models. I thought long and hard before deciding on getting this model, even though I only knew about it from last weekend, because it's a lot of money. All in all, it's £980 with all the weapons. If you've got a Reaver Titan already, yes, you can use your 2 iron weapons with it. That's fine. But something like this is going to be a similar kind of project to the Warlord Titan. I'm not going to be able to make it in a week or two. It's going to take me many months. That's one of the reasons why you get a model this expensive, is because it's a project and it takes you a long time and you want to get most of your money out of it. So without me babbling on too much, because it's a big video anyway, let's go on to new and we'll hit the pre-orders. Hold on to your butts. So there are no less than 22 pre-orders up on Forge World this week. Quite a big difference from the one pre-order last weekend, wasn't it? Anyway, so you've got the Titanicus Warbringer Nemesis Titan body. Let's just have a look at that first of all. So the Titan body is separately £690. Of course it looks odd because it doesn't have the head and the arms and the carapace weapon. This is what it looks like with everything else. It's slightly annoying when they put all the banners on. It looks really cool, but you don't get those hanging chain banners. But this is what I would expect a Titan to have, the banners hanging down. I've forgotten the artist, but he did a really excellent job, him and his colleague, putting this together. I think they said it took them a month to paint, all in all, and it's absolutely stunning. There's so much detail on this. This is the kind of detail that I had wished the Reaver Titan would have. But the Reaver Titan is an old kit. It wasn't computer aided designed, but this one is computer aided designed, and that means that yes, it will be coming to Adeptus Titanicus, of course. So if you don't want to saddle up and pay the sort of £700 just for the body, then there's an opportunity to get it at a smaller scale. Lots of detail. You get these periscope guys. I think that's a Moderati there, looking out of the periscope kind of thing. Then there's a doorway, and then there's like some kind of type of tech priest, I think. Really nice shields on this model. You can see with the heads and things. Just shows you a little bit of a size comparison. It kind of means that I am going to have to get another sort of 20 or 40 more Secutari, just to, I say, protect these Titans, because there's so many now. But that's what it looks like without being painted. So stunning model. Downloads, you got the rules. In my separate video, I'll be going through the rules as well. Before I get the model, I'll be going through the rules for the Titan. So that's the Titan body. Yes, it's expensive, but compared to all of the other products on this website, on Forge World's website, it accounts to well under less than 1% of the range. So yes, it's expensive. It's one of the most expensive models now on the web store. It's more than a Reaver. It's not as much as the Warlord, and I don't think it's as much as the Manta. I think it goes Warlord, Manta, then this. This is definitely more than a Stormbird. I think Stormbird's 750, but this with the weapons is £1,000. I'll go through why you would get this over the Warlord in the full breakdown video too. You got this week's Blood Angels Legion pre-orders, £178 for your Leviathan Siege Dreadnought, your normal Contemptor, and your 2 Praetors. Very good looking models. Then you've got the Mars Alpha Pattern Nemesis Quake Cannon. We'll just have a little look at this because this is £100, but they've made it in such a way that Will was telling me, because I spoke to him, he's the guy that designed the Nemesis. He was telling me that they can change the weapons for the carapace for the Warbringer, and also the anti-air gun, so you can have the plasma batteries as well, the las cannon batteries, the Anvilus las cannon batteries I think they're called. But you can change this Quake Cannon and have the macro Gatling blaster, I believe, and other, maybe a vortex missile. I don't know. That would be pretty cool. That would be a showstopper. But that's the Quake Cannon, £100. It's bigger than a tank though, much bigger. You got the Civitas Warzone Alpha. I think that was on pre-order last weekend. You got the Blood Angels Leviathan Siege Dreadnought with Storm Cannon and Siege Claw. It differs a little bit from the other Leviathan because of all the Blood Angels insignia. Very good looking model. Lots of blood drops. You've got the assault cannons there. You've got a Blood Angel specific helmet, and you've got the 9th Legion number 2. Really, really nice model. £76. Stunning. Then you've got the Battle Titan Volcano Cannon. Now, I did have a look at all these weapons, and yeah, if you check out my video again, you'll see that this one is definitely different than the current one that the Reaver has. It's like a mini Warlord Volcano Cannon, really. Same range, I think it's 180 inches, but a little bit less powerful. But still very powerful anyway. I think it's like strength 16, something like that, or 25. It's crazy. Anyway, then you've got the other Battle Titan weapons, and then you've got the head for the Warbringer. Incredible amount of detail in there. Again, you get the crew. Very Knight-esque with this guard up close. But £60 you get the 2 shields and the head. That's usually your ticket. Then the Blood Angels Contemptor Dreadnought, £56 for that one. Gundabad Ogres, I think they were pre-order a week or 2 ago. Then you've got the bodies for the Dreadnoughts. You've got the Blood Angels Legion Praetor in Tartarus Terminator armor, £25. That's typical price for these Praetors. Fantastic model. Love the sword, and you even get a bare head as well, with flowing blonde hair, of course. No nipple armor on this Terminator suit of armor though, I don't think. Beautiful sculpt. Love the attention to detail with the 9th Legion and the blood drop and the wings. Such a showcase for your Horus Heresy Blood Angels force. Then you've got the Legion Vigilator, which again is £21 though this time, but it's the sniper, and I think you also get it with the bare head as well, you know, without the helmet. I love the backpack. It's so cool. It's got grenades and a pistol and pouches and then cabling. Lots of attention to detail there for the £21 for that model. And then the Blood Angel Praetor, of course, without the Terminator armor, and he's got his lovely broadsword, power sword thing. Fantastic model. And then finally you've got the Legion Praevian. With a helmet, without helmet, lovely looking miniature. Would go very well with your Iron Hands force. Or Iron Warriors. So that's the Praevian as well. And that is all of the pre-orders on Forge World. A huge number of pre-orders have just been dumped on our laps. Good luck to your back bank balances. That's all I'm going to say. That's it for Forge World. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to go on over to Games Workshop and carry on. So Games Workshop, wow, Battleforces. Are you ready for these? Look at this beautiful advert here for the Imperial Force. I think this is going to sell like hotcakes. I think this is going to sell the most out of all of them. We go on new and exclusive, and we click on pre-orders, and we view all. There are 39 results already. We'll go high to low. Blackstone Fortress has gone. We've had quite a few expensive months with Canis Rex, with Tooth and Claw, with Kill Team, with Rogue Trader Kill Team, Blackstone Fortress, all of the Orc releases, which only turned out to be 4 buggies and a little game and the codex, but still, you know, that's still something. What you've got here, straight away, £160 is the Adeptus Titanicus Princeps collection, which includes the Adeptus Titanicus Battle Group, which is a Warlord, a Reaver, and 2 Warhounds, and the rule set, basically. It's £60 for the rule set, which is a good rule set, and you also get 4 Titans too, which is enough to play a game. You could have a Warlord against the Reaver and 2 Warhounds. This is the Imperial Fist Supremacy Force. I'll be creating a video later on going through all of these battle forces and seeing just how much you save, but you do save a considerable amount with these sets, especially if they're like this one, which comes with, see the little power fist there for a Primaris? If it comes with, you know, I say chapter specific sprues, upgrade sprues for your faction. So that's his Supremacy Force, £100, get 3 aggressors, 10 intercessors, 5 Hellblasters, a Captain and a Redemptor, all for £100. Idoneth Deepkin Deep Surge Raiding Party, £100, that was pretty decent. The Necrons, if I was to get this, I'd get quite a few new models in there, that's £100. The Battle Group is £100, when you think that the Warlord is £60, so you're paying £40 for a Reaver and 2 Warhounds, that's good value. Death Guard Infection Cluster. If I didn't like the Titan Battle Group so much, I'd go for the Infection Cluster, definitely. Slaves to Darkness Godsworn Warband. Craftworld's Azurani Blade Host. I think the Wraith Knight is £50 or £60. So again, for 50 or 60, you're getting all of those extra models. The Primaris Interdiction Force. I think the Repulsor is about 50. So £50 for Reavers, Intercessors, a Captain, and Inceptors. Pretty good value. Daughters of Cain, 100. Seraphon Starclaw Strike Host, that looks very decent for 100. And the Mechanicus one as well. I do need another tank, and I can't say no to those robots, and I haven't got any of those infiltrators. And actually, I could do with more normal Skitarii Vanguard, so that's a decent one for me too. And they've got some box game sets with the respective novels. So you've got Cal Jericho novel with the game for $87.99. You've got Blood Bowl Death on the Pitch collection for $73.99. Then Blood Bowl Champions Death Home Field Advantage. You've got the new Undead team with some dice and the pitch. Then you've got the slipcase edition for Necromunda, Visions of Heresy in hardback. I think I've got that, but it's an updated edition, so that would be very interesting to see what the new artwork is in there. Necromunda House Delaque or Delac collection, so you've got the squad of 10 with some dice and the cards, all for 42. The rulebook is 35. Thorin Oak Shield is 30. The Gangs of the Underhive is 30. So unfortunately, yes, you're going to have to spend £65 to get the rulebook and Gangs of the Underhive. That's quite pricey now for Necromunda, for updated rules and things. 2018 Blood Bowl Almanac, and then e-book editions of the rules, which are a bit cheaper. A Shambling Undead collection, which is the Undead team with some dice. The Delaque Gang for £25, as always. E-book editions of the Underhive and the Almanac. Blood on the Snow Pitch, £24. I would have thought that's reversible. And Undead Pitch and Dugouts for £24. Then you've got the Champions of Death. This is the Undead Blood Bowl team. Knights of the Empire paperback. Shambling Undead card pack for £15. Delaque cards are 9. Delaque dice set is 8. Spike Journal issue 4. You can pre-order for £8. And the Blood Bowl Undead Team dice set is £7. And then you can get the ebook for Spike Journal. And White Dwarf, December 2018, comes out, well, it says it ships on the 7th. So I should get mine in the next few days. Anyway, that is it for the end of my video. I have talked for so long today, it feels like an hour. I've gone through all of the news, all of the Forge World pre-orders and all of the Games Workshop pre-orders. Now, your task is to somehow figure out which out of all of these pre-orders is your favourite and what you'd like to see under the Christmas tree, and which box set or models you'd like to see under your Christmas tree later on in the month. Please do put your favourite pre-orders down in the comments below, and keep your eye on this channel all through today and tomorrow for extra videos, which I hope you'll enjoy. That's it from me. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.